Welcome back to Goodnight Lighthouse. I'm Miss Dorothy and I'm here to read you another story. And I am so excited because I found another book about Dasher. Remember, we read a book recently about the reindeer Dasher and how he became one of Santa's reindeers? Well, now he is one of Santa's reindeers. And this book is called Dasher Can't Wait for Christmas. I know how he feels. Dasher can't wait for Christmas. This is a story about Dasher. Now that he's one of Santa's reindeers, he's ready to fly that sleigh on Christmas Eve. He just can't wait. But he gets a little impatient and gets into a little bit of trouble. And we need to get into this book and find out what Dasher's up to now. Are you ready to get inside this book with Miss Dorothy? Good. I need you to sit up and listen up, because here we go.
Dasher Can't Wait for Christmas, written by Matt Tavares. Dasher lives with her family at the North Pole. She spends her days playing happily with the other reindeer, and in the evenings, before bedtime, they all practice flying under the glow of the North Star. Remember, Mama often says, if you get lost, just look for the North Star. You can always find your way back home. There's Dasher again at the North Pole, and we remember that Dasher knows how to follow the North Star.
Mama, Dasher asked one night, how many sleeps till Christmas Eve?
12, said Mama. Every night, we're one night closer.
12 sleeps? asked Dasher. That's too many.
Dasher loves Christmas Eve. She loves hearing people sing Christmas carols. She loves seeing decorated trees through windows as she flies past. But her favorite thing of all is seeing the Christmas lights from high above. Soon, Mama says.
I can't wait,
said Dasher. Dasher's so excited. With each passing evening, the waiting grew more unbearable. Late one night, when the wind was howling and whistling through the trees, and when Christmas Eve was only one sleep away, Dasher lay awake too excited to close her eyes. What was that sound? She wondered. There it is again. It sounded like Christmas carols. She stood up. She looked back at her sleeping family.
I'll be back before they even know I'm gone, she said to herself.
She started running, and then she took to the sky. Oh no, where's Dasher going? Dasher flew toward the music, but as the wind died down, the sound disappeared.
I'll go just a little bit farther, she thought.
Dasher kept flying. She was about to turn back when she noticed a bright, colorful glow on the horizon.
Christmas lights!
She flew faster. I don't know, Dasher. I don't know if you're supposed to be out there alone.
It was everything Dasher had been dreaming of all year long.
Look at all the Christmas lights, the tree, the people singing. Dasher was having so much fun she barely noticed that it had started to snow. The sky was a blanket of white.
I'd better get home, she thought.
She looked all around for the North Star, but couldn't find it anywhere.
I'm pretty sure it's this way, she decided,
and she started to fly. Oh no, is she going in the right direction? Dasher flew for a long time. She kept hoping she would remember the way, but nothing looked familiar. She was exhausted and hungry. Just as she was beginning to worry, Dasher spotted something bright in the distance. What could that be? She flew towards the light, and as she got closer, she saw that it was a beautiful Christmas tree in the front yard of a little house.
I'll just rest my eyes here for a minute, she thought.
When Dasher opened her eyes, she felt blinded by the brightness. Snow still filled the sky, but now it was daytime. Suddenly, Dasher was startled by a voice.
Good morning,
said the voice. There was a small child standing next to her, all bundled up for the storm.
Are you one of Santa's reindeers? asked the child.
At first, Dasher was not sure if she should answer, but then she thought about all the children she had known and how they had always been so kind to her. Dasher nodded.
Are you lost?
asked the child. Dasher nodded again.
Are you hungry?
Dasher's stomach grumbled.
Do you like carrots? asked the child.
Dasher stood up.
I'll be right back,
said the child. Who's going to help take care of Dasher? Dasher devoured a big bowl full of carrots. Then she noticed that the child was holding out a small circular object. "You live at the North Pole, right?" asked the child. Dasher nodded. "Okay, this is a compass," said the child. "See that little red thing? It always points north. So if you fly that way and just keep going, you'll find your way home." "Oh, thank you," said Dasher. The child's eyes widened. "You're welcome," said the child. "And here, you can keep the compass. I think you need it more than I do. Tonight is Christmas Eve. You've got to get home." Wow, she's giving Dasher a compass, so Dasher will be able to find her way home. Dasher headed north, but then turned back. "What's your name?" she asked. The child smiled. "I'm Charlie. What's your name?" "I'm Dasher. It was really nice to meet you, Charlie. Merry Christmas." "Merry Christmas, Dasher," said Charlie, and then Dasher took to the sky. Dasher flew as fast as she could, checking the compass every so often. Finally, the snowflakes stopped falling, the clouds parted, and there it was, the North Star! When Dasher arrived at the North Pole, she saw that Santa's sleigh was nearly all packed and ready. "Dasher!" cried Mama. "Where on earth have you been?" "I'm sorry, Mama," said Dasher. I just couldn't wait." "Hello there, Dasher," said Santa. "Have a bit of adventure?" "Yes, Santa," said Dasher, "and I know it's last minute, but I have a favor to ask." "Ah," said Santa, "sounds serious. Let's go to the workshop. You can have some carrots and tell me all about it." "What's the favor? What does Dasher need?" That night, Dasher helped guide Santa's sleigh from rooftop to rooftop, delivering toys to all the children all over the world. When Santa's sleigh landed on the rooftop of a little house with a Christmas tree in the front yard, Dasher felt more excited than ever. "Is this the one, Dasher?" asked Santa. "This is it," said Dasher. "Santa, could I see it one more time?" Santa pulled out a soft velvet bag that fit perfectly in the palm of his hand. Dasher gave it a little nuzzle. She looked at Santa and nodded, and with that, he disappeared down the chimney. "What's in the bag?" By the time they returned to the North Pole, Dasher was exhausted. She cozied up next to Mama. She wondered if Charlie was opening Christmas presents right that very moment. "I have so much to tell you, Mama," said Dasher. "Tomorrow, little one," said Mama. "Okay," said Dasher. "But, Mama, how many sleeps until next Christmas?" Mama laughed. "Merry Christmas, Dasher," she said. "Merry Christmas, Mama," said Dasher, and she fell asleep under the glow of the North Star. And Charlie opened the bag and got a note from Santa. "Charlie, thank you for your kindness. Your friends, Dasher and Santa."
Well, that was a good book, but that Dasher, he has got to stop wandering off. He did it in the last book, and now he did it again. He was so excited about Christmas that he started to head for the town before it was time. And then he got lost, and he couldn't see the North Star because it got all cloudy, and he didn't know how to get back. But then he met Charlie, a really good friend, who gave him this compass to help him get back. A compass is a really good thing to have if you ever get lost, because it'll point you in the direction that you need to go. And this was a good thing that Charlie had one. And then Santa and Dasher took it back to Charlie to say thank you for helping that reindeer find its way home. That Dasher better start staying where he belongs. This was a really good book, but I get a little worried about him because he takes off way too often. And as you and I know, you should never leave home without Mom and Dad knowing about it. I wish Dasher would learn that lesson. That's a lesson you and I know. But we're just going to have to wait and see what happens with Dasher. But as for right now, he's home where he belongs, ready to fly on Christmas Eve, which is almost here. Christmas is getting closer. We still have more books to read, and we're going to count our way down to Christmas Day. And you're going to be right here with me, right? We're going to count our way through these books together. And there's something else I want you to do every day as we count our way to Christmas Day. Obey, and obey right away. And then come back and see Miss Dorothy, because I'm going to be right here ready to read another Christmas book to you. Bye! Thanks for reading with Miss Dorothy. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you'll come back soon to read another. What's your favorite book? Drop Miss Dorothy a note and let me know. I'll go find it, and I'll read it to you. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you soon.